Hello, this is Dr. Judson Brandeis, board certified urologist at BrandeisMD in San Ramon, California, and from Pornhub Sexual Wellness. Over the past 20 years, more than 100 million men have taken medications like Viagra and Cialis to improve their sexual performance. Ironically, the researchers at Pfizer who identified the erectile benefits of Viagra were actually developing the medication to treat heart problems. By blocking the PDE5 enzyme, they thought they would be able to open up the heart's blood vessels. Pfizer was disappointed by the results of the early clinical trials of Viagra, and by 1993, the pharmaceutical giant was ready to abandon the project. However, an observant nurse noticed that many of the men were lying on their stomachs after receiving experimental sildenafil. And it turns out that the men were embarrassed because they were getting erections. And at that moment, Pfizer knew they were onto something huge. Also, in 1993, the NIH recognized that impotence was a public health problem and suggested that erectile dysfunction replace the term impotence. And later that decade, 3 doctors received the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering the role of nitric oxide in opening up blood vessels throughout the body, including the arteries that support penile erections. In 1998, the FDA approved Viagra for the treatment of men with erectile dysfunction in the United States. Following the release of Viagra, the FDA approved similar medications like Cialis and Levitra, all variations in a class of drugs described as PDE5 inhibitors. Now that you know the Viagra story, let's examine how the penis works. When you get an erection, your penis swells like a balloon, but it swells with blood rather than air. Understanding how this happens will help you take your overall health and sexual fitness to the next level. Your body continually transfers blood around from organ to organ. For example, when you wake up in the morning and exercise, your blood moves to the muscles of your arms and legs. When you eat breakfast, blood flows to your intestines. After breakfast, you go to work and blood shoots up to your brain. So how does your body shift blood from organ to organ? Your nerves release chemicals called neurotransmitters that makes things happen and cause reactions. In many systems, there are specific chemicals that act like an on-off switch. In the case of neurotransmitter nitric oxide, that release increases another chemical called cGMP that functions like an on switch, causing blood vessels to open, improving circulation. However, you don't want these blood vessels to remain open forever. Imagine life with an erection that won't go away. That could be very inconvenient at times. A series of enzymes called the PDE system inactivate cGMP, functioning like an off switch. As a result, blood vessels become narrower, decreasing blood flow. The autonomic nervous system is a control system that functions automatically, usually beyond our control. This system regulates essential body functions like your heart rate, digestion, the rhythm of your breathing, urination, and sexual arousal, all without your conscious awareness. And the system has 2 modes: the stress response, or fight or flight, also referred to as the sympathetic nervous system, and the relaxation response, or the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, the story I use to explain the effects of stress response and relaxation response goes like this. Say you're a caveman, and you're hanging out in your cave with your cave woman. The only problem is that there's an 800-pound hungry saber-toothed tiger pacing outside of your cave. You are in full-blown stress response, maximum sympathetic nervous system outflow, because this nasty tiger wants to eat you and your cave woman. Now is not a good time to get an erection. An erect penis gives the tiger something easy to bite on. Now seriously, while you're in stress response, you're not going to get an erection. Your body needs maximum blood flow to your legs if you need to run, and to your arms if you need to attack the tiger. 3 days go by, and you and your cave woman start to get hungry. She starts comparing you to her old cave boyfriend. And of course, he wouldn't be afraid of a saber-toothed tiger. He would have gone out there and taken care of business. 2 more days go by, and your cave woman is getting really hungry. And she's giving you all sorts of grief. And at this point, you would rather take your chances with a vicious saber-toothed tiger than spend 1 more minute in the cave with your cave woman. In a flash, you pick up a sharpened spear, pissed off at the world, and you charge out of the cave. And with a massive rush of adrenaline, you hurl the spear right into the eye of the tiger. You emit a triumphant roar as the giant tiger falls to the ground. Exhausted, with a task completed, your adrenaline plummets, flipping you out of the stress response. Your body moves into the relaxation response, or parasympathetic mode, giving you a chance to catch your breath, to rest and digest, and to repair wounds and the bruises you sustained in the battle. Blood flow is draining out of your large muscles and traveling to other organs. You skin the tiger and roll out a velvety tiger skin rug. You then light a fire and put the tiger fillets on a skewer over the fire as you and your cave woman enjoy fresh tiger steaks. Blood flow is moving to the intestines to digest food and make waste, and to the kidneys to produce urine to clean your bloodstream of toxins and balance the minerals in your blood. Fresh from victory, you invite your cave woman down to your tiger skin rug to make a baby. You are relaxed, in full parasympathetic mode, so blood flows smoothly to your penis. That is, until you reach climax. Orgasm releases adrenaline, sympathetic mode, which immediately reduces blood flow to your penis. Nature only invented one stress hormone system. Regardless of whether you're running away from a tiger, under a deadline at work, or anxious about whether you'll keep an erection, your body produces adrenaline as its stress hormone. Adrenaline prevents an erection by reducing the amount of blood flow into the penis. That is why when you're nervous or stressed, your erections go away. To optimize your erections, put your cell phone away, turn off the news, set aside your cares temporarily, and focus on being in the moment. It really will improve your erections and your enjoyment of physical intimacy. When we are in relaxation mode, our 5 senses work together to stimulate the release of feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin. They trigger other brain centers to send signals down your spinal cord. The tips of those nerves release nitric oxide onto blood vessels. That flips the on switch, starting the process of an erection. Nitric oxide release leads to the production of cGMP in the endothelial cells that line the arteries of the penis. The presence of cGMP expands the arteries in the penis, which results in increased blood pressure in the penis. And as the blood pressure rises in the penis, the outflow of blood to the body through veins is blocked, as tiny veins are squeezed between the layers of tissue that line the penis. This venous obstruction leads to a rigid erection of the penis necessary for penetration. At the same time that this is happening, PDE5 is turning cGMP into an inactive form so that blood vessels lose their stimulation to remain open. After all, at some point you'll probably want to go to sleep, and in the morning you'll want to head off to work or school without an erection. An erection requires continuous stimulation, either visual or tactile, to sustain the flow of nitric oxide, to keep the blood vessels open, to maintain the erection. Now we can help our blood flow into the penis by doing two things. One, boost nitric oxide with a citrulline-based nitric oxide booster like Affirm by Affirm Science. Nitric oxide declines with age, and we need a lot of nitric oxide to maintain our whole body circulation and our erections. Taking a citrulline-based nitric oxide booster like Affirm improves erections, athletic performance, and mental sharpness. Use a PDE5 inhibitor like Viagra or Cialis to block the PDE5 enzyme. As opposed to nitric oxide, PDE5 is specific to the penis. Other PDE5 enzymes in the body are specific to different locations. In the case of a PDE5 inhibitor like Viagra, these medications only affect the circulation to the penis. All PDE5 inhibitors work in the same way, but there are slight differences between them. All medications have two names, their trade name and their generic name, and here I will use both interchangeably. The first PDE5 inhibitor is Viagra, also known as sildenafil, which has an onset of action of 30 minutes after the initial dose and a maximum duration of action of 4 to 6 hours. So you take it at least 30 minutes before you want to get an erection, and you have to take it and use it within a 4 to 6 hour window. Visual disturbances like a bluish haze have been reported most commonly with sildenafil over the other PDE5 inhibitors. The maximum dosage of Viagra is 100 milligrams. Taking more than 100 milligrams of Viagra does not have much of an additive effect, but that amount increases side effects, including headaches, facial flushing, visual changes, and reflux. The generic sildenafil is typically sold as 20 milligram tablets, allowing the patient to escalate the dose as needed. Now, Viagra should be taken on an empty stomach or at least avoid high-fat meals. And grapefruit juice can delay the onset of effect, but can also increase blood vessels and blood levels. The second most popular PDE5 inhibitor is Cialis, also known as tadalafil, which has an onset of action of 20 minutes and a duration of action of 24 to 36 hours. The maximum dose is 20 milligrams. With Viagra, the minimum dose was 20 milligrams. With Cialis, the maximum dose is 20 milligrams. Because of its long half-life, tadalafil 5 milligrams is sold as a daily dose. Cialis should ideally be taken on an empty stomach, or at least avoid high-fat meals. And it's FDA approved for improving urinary flow as well as erections. One unusual side effect of Cialis are muscle aches. Levitra is also known as vardenafil and has the quickest onset of action at 10 minutes and lasts around 6 hours. The maximum dose of Levitra is 20 milligrams, similar to Cialis. Remember, the minimum dose of Viagra is 20 milligrams. The maximum dose of Cialis and Levitra is 20 milligrams. It has a side effect profile similar to Viagra and Cialis. There is a sublingual form of Levitra taken under the tongue called Staxin, which supposedly has a more rapid onset of action. And Stendra, also known as Avanafil, which was approved in 2012 and has a quick onset of action, and the effects last about 8 hours. It has a lower incidence of side effects, and the dose options are 100 and 200 milligrams. Now, these medications do not always work on the first occasion that you use them. If your first attempt was not successful, try a few more times before calling it a failure. It's important to know that PDE5 inhibitors do not cause heart disease. However, a concerning side effect of PDE5 inhibitors is that they cannot be combined with nitroglycerin. In terms of recreational drug use, that means that taking nitroglycerin poppers with a PDE5 inhibitor can be very dangerous. And heaven forbid, in the event of a heart attack, while using a PDE5 inhibitor, you must not take sublingual or under the tongue nitroglycerin because that can lower your blood pressure to dangerous levels. Knowledge is power. This is especially true when it involves knowledge about your body, how it works, and the medications that you put into it. This knowledge will hopefully help you maximize the enjoyment of your intimate life. Keep up with developments in sexual medicine on my website, BrandeisMD.com, and YouTube pages. For more information about the Affirm Science supplements, please visit affirmscience.com. This is Dr. Judson Brandeis, board-certified urologist and expert in sexual medicine in San Ramon, California, and sexual medicine consultant for Pornhub, signing out. Thank you very much for your attention.